self-healer you can. You see, I've been on a long journey. I used to have PTSD. I used to have like these immense trauma triggers that would make me flip out on people, and I'd take everything so personally. A wind could blow and I would chuck a fit. if I if I took something the wrong way, I'd get offended and it could send me into a mood. I had social anxiety, I had chronic pain, chronic illness, and I can tell you, it was a nightmare living that way. So I am on a mission to help as many people today to overcome their insecurities, their pain, their shame, and anything that is wrong in their life. Let me just get this camera angle right. How's that? Is that good? Boop, boop, boop. I think it's good enough. So say hi as you come on. If you're here on the replay, say hi in the comments. So I'm Kai Clifford. I'm your spiritual guide and energy alchemist. And here's my pillow. Here's my little cuddle pillow. And I'm here to help you to up-level your life and create a life that you love in every area. It's not just about niching down for me. I don't care. Like, I've been told by so many different marketers, you've got to choose just one thing. It's like, well, my one thing is healing your entire life. That's my thing, is helping you to, yes, launch your business if that's your passion, to grow your following, to release your insecurities, your fears of being judged, your worries of what people will think, your sabotage cycles that make you, I don't know, what do your sabotage cycles make you do, right? While also healing your chronic pain, healing your body, up-leveling your mindset and your abundance mentality. Hi, Catherine. Yay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm so glad that you're here. So today we're going to be talking about all things healing, how to be a powerful healer. Oh, I've got some new fancy pants. Well, I'm very purple today, aren't I? They're my little shoes too. Little sparkly shoes. My fancy pants. Feel very, Miss Fancy Pants today. So I have a whole little scribble pad right here of bullet points of different topics for what it takes to be a powerful self-healer. Let me just fix my hair. Love it? Yes, I love it too. So if you'd like to share this, feel free. You never know. Maybe there's one person in your life that's into healing. Feel free to DM it to them and let them know, this lady has some things that you might need to hear, whether you're here live or on the replay. Because a self-healing journey is multi-dimensional. It's never just one thing. You want to throw everything at it, but without jumping from one thing to another too much. You want to find something that works for you and ground into it, and then sprinkle other little things on top. Does that make sense? Of course it does. Okay, so the sooner that you just hunker in and you just realize that this is a long-term process, the easier it is. You sent it to your mum. Oh, thank you so much. Yay, thank you for sharing. So it's so easy to want everything done now. I always hear like, oh yeah, but I want to heal this really quickly. Well, at the same time, you feel like you'll never heal it. Well, at the same time, you're told that it's impossible to heal your anxiety, impossible to heal your chronic pain, impossible to grow your business and make the money in those ways and do the things in these other ways, but you want it done real quick. Yet you don't believe it can happen, but you want it done now. And if it doesn't happen right now, then it doesn't work. Well, my love, got a big wake-up call for you. Just take a deep breath with me. And hunker in. Hunker into the process. This is a long-term process, but that doesn't mean that there's a finish line all the way out here where nothing happens until you get to the end. No. You get loads and loads and loads of little wins, like wonderful little rest points all along the way with little adventure parks, great relationships, fun times, good people, great feelings, up-leveling, successes, and then you'll have little canyons, little drop-offs, little cliffs, some mud, some barbed wire, some slaps in the face, right? It's all part of it. When you realize that you didn't do anything wrong because you went really well and then things fell back and now you're like, I feel like I was doing really well and now I've lost all that progress. You haven't, sweet darling. It's impossible to lose the progress. I mean, I don't think it's ultimately impossible, but just by having one little contraction where you sabotage and you mess everything up or you make a big mistake, that's not it. That's part of the learning journey. And in fact, it's often, as I said, it's often our negative things that help us grow the most. So the next thing I was going to say is there is a blessing in every curse, metaphorically speaking, right? So every negative thing that happens to us actually has a beautiful blessing that we can learn from, because everything starts from within us. And when you know how to look at how the universe actually works, like what spiritual law is, whether you believe in God, the universe, the divine, higher power, anything, whatever your beliefs are, it doesn't really matter. Now, I have a lot of clients that came to me with religious trauma, growing up in religious households where they were made to feel like completely judged, that they were unsafe, that, that they weren't allowed to be themselves. And with a lot of our neurotic tendencies, with a lot of our issues, with a lot of the mental health stuff and all across the board, the only way out is through. So you can't just repress it and stifle it and expect it to change. You have to allow yourself to experience it and go through it to some degree. Now, that's a whole complex topic in itself. It's like, well, what does that mean? What does that look like? And I'm happy to have that conversation with you. The pit doesn't get deep, it just feels like it. And it does feel like it, but that's because of our self-sorriness, our despair. Welcome. Say hi as you come on live. Let me know where you're from, where you're at in your self-healing journey. So I can tell you this. Even though when we have what I call a contraction, when a sabotage, when things seem to go wrong again, when we either fall off or the pain comes back or the money goes out or the client fires you or you don't have the energy or whatever it is in your life that just isn't quite sparkling and working out, there's always a lesson in it. There's always something in it that you can use to see, oh, wait there. So because I believed that, I don't know, life is hard. Oh, look, life is hard. Oh, I keep thinking in my head, it's so hard, 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 and it's hard. Well, what if you're actually not just narrating the fact that it's hard? Oh, it's so hard. I'm just thinking about how hard it is. What if you're instructing yourself that it's hard? And so the more you think it's so hard, it's so hard, it's so hard, it's like you're riding on a mountain bike up a hill. Is that it? You're riding on a mountain bike in any direction, and you know how you turn those gears on and it gets harder and harder to ride, okay? And you're thinking in your head, it's so hard, it's so hard. So you're turning the gear to the harder setting. It's so hard, it's so hard, it's so hard. Turn the gear to the harder setting. So whether you're writing a book, whether you're doing the dishes, whether you are trying to learn something or get through school or be a mother or this and that, the more you think in your head, this is hard, I can't do it, this is hard, I can't do it. It's like you're dancing to this drum beat of this is hard, I can't do it, this is hard, I can't do it. And you think you're just narrating it, but you're actually setting the gears to be hard. Do you see what I mean? And how we think that our thoughts are just narrations, but they're not. So today I have this beautiful bullet point list. So stay with me if you're on. Let me know if you're here so I can say hi and welcome you into my world. I'm Kai Clifford, your spiritual guide and energy alchemist if you're here live. This little list of the self-healing journey. So the first one that I've covered is self-healing is multifaceted. It is multi-dimensional. It is not just do this one thing for 10 minutes or 10 weeks or 12 weeks or 12 months and then it's all over. It's like, no, we have layers upon layers upon layers upon layers upon layers. And again, it doesn't mean you have a big finish line that you have to get through and you have to wait until you're fully healed. There's no such thing. We are on this earth as an earth school. And the earth school teaches us how to face our fear of death, our fear of life, our fear of people, our fear of ourselves, our fear of everything, and the delusions and the illusions that we make up in our mind that create the negative things to happen in reality. And it teaches us by putting it in our faces by slapping us around. We're like, oh my God, I hate, why would this happen to me? Well, it happened to you because you believed that the world is unsafe. So you're being shown an unsafe world. It happened to you because, well, we have karma, right? Things that are beyond that would take a 15-minute conversation with many questions and gray shades and not just black and white. Catherine says, if it gets to be easy, you'll see ways it's easy. Well, yeah, it can be easy when we pause our thoughts and stop complaining in our head to ourselves. Like I always used to complain to myself. I mean, obviously I still do, but hardly ever now. I used to constantly, it's so hard, it's not fair, no one likes me, no one cares. Okay, now talk about the universe being a mirror. I wasn't caring. I was like, no one cares, but I wasn't caring. No one cares. No one's watching. No one's even actually people were watching, messaging me about how they're having life-changing relationship, like harmonizing effects, body healing, money manifesting effects. I'm still in my head complaining. No one cares. No one's listening. Like just complaining to myself. It's like, come on, get a grip, people. It's like, but I'm the one that wasn't caring. Because think about this. When you're in the state, so for using me as an example, no one cares, blah, 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 in my head, feeling, that's not a caring energy. I mean, it actually comes from a place of care, but it's not the energy. Like if you could put it on a shelf with a little label and a little bow that you wanted to buy, you wouldn't say, this, I'm so sorry, nobody cares about me energy is not love. It is not care. It is pity. It is doubt. It's resistance. It's resentment. Okay, so if I was to put that little energy on a shelf and say, would you like to buy this? You'd be like, no. Right? And then I'm complaining that, oh no, like people aren't showing up for me how I want, but that's because they're only showing up to match me and my level of caring or not caring. So when you have someone in your life and you're like, well, why are they treating me like this? Why are they acting like this? Well, how are you acting? How do you actually feel inside about them deep down? Do you just want them to adore you even though you don't like them? Okay, well, that's not how the universe works. They're going to match your energy. If you have resentment, if you withdraw your love from another, then they're going to match that. And so talking about the self-healing journey, the next one, I got that already, hunker in. Remember, there's lots of stops, lots of stations, lots of celebrations along the way. Lots of wonderful things that you win. But then you're going to plunge into the mud, go into the pit of despair every now and then, but it doesn't mean that you've lost anything. Okay, so hold on because we've got so much goodness here. The next step is self-forgiveness. Now, forgiveness, everyone's missing a step. Everyone thinks just like, I forgive. No, you don't. I said this in yesterday's video, probably word for word. No, you don't. You do not forgive. You have to admit to yourself the truth and the authenticity of what you really think and feel, which is that, what's that, drum roll? Can someone insert a drum roll? You don't forgive. You're hurt. You have every reason to be hurt. It was hard. It wasn't good. And you feel it in your body. And now when you can admit to yourself, wait there, I feel this in my body, I actually am hurt, then you can forgive yourself for not forgiving. And now this is something that I cover in my Healers ebook, which is a free download I have for you. So I'd love to invite you to download it. Make sure you get on my email list. Stay in my world. I am a lifetime teacher. I'm the sort of person that you want to be in my life forever because I'm an asset in your corner. Sometimes you'll be with me every day. Sometimes you'll see me once a week. Sometimes I might not see you for months or years, but I suggest for those who resonate with me, always come back to me because my teachings are spiritually sound. I know how to heal every problem that a person has because, I mean, I've been through it. When I had PTSD and I was flipping out on people and in trauma triggers, and when I had that lung disease that almost killed me and they were begging me to go to the hospital, and I know at that point it was so bad I would have, but I had managed to heal it naturally through a profound and powerful energy work that shifted this physical lung issue and lifted it out of my body. And that was back in 2011. I used to be sick months and months and months out of every year in my lungs. And I haven't been sick since. Not with my lungs. I mean, I've had maybe 2 or 3 times where I had a little, like a cold cough that is a normal thing that lasts for like 3 weeks or 2 weeks and then goes. But before, if I got any slight of cough, I'll be like 4 months, 8 hours a day. I'd be coughing. I'd be in excruciating pain. Like that is a lung disease. I couldn't smoke anything, you know? And not that I'm really a big smoker or anything like that. I tried to be, but it's never really stuck with me. if I ever smoked anything before, I would immediately get sick and I'd be in bed for months. Like, it was really bad. Whereas now I'm fortified because I went through the trenches, because I did the shadow work, because I faced my fears, I faced my grief. I was willing to feel them. And this brings me to another point on the list, which is that you have to be willing to get messy and to get ugly with your healing. It's not just this fun, oh, I'm going to meditate and sit on a cloud. No, you're going to go into your body. You're going to find the parts of you that are hateful, that are resentful, that are in grief, that are still literally, my friend, this is true, that are still stuck in space and time all the way back in the past, reverberating as though that abuse, that trauma, that negative thing that happened is still happening to this moment. It's what happens in our unconscious mind. And so this is what I'm here as a healer. If you want to do one-to-one work with me, I can take you back into the past, into those holographic memories. If you want to look that term up, it's a real thing, into holographic memories that are stored in your subconscious, reverberating on, like playing like a record player on repeat. Let me just turn my mood light back on. Yep. Playing on repeat. Oh, that one went off too. Playing on repeat. Okay. Yeah, and we have these parts that are very ugly. We have these parts that sometimes want to kill. We have these parts that want to repress others. We have these parts that want to control others. We have these parts that do not trust. So, when you're willing to get messy, to get ugly, when you're willing to have the ugly tears and those painful things come up, but you learn how to breathe through them and sit with them and understand these parts of you, you have a reason for being so hateful in those parts of you. Like, a lot of you is very pleasant, but we have these hateful parts. And a lot of the hate can sometimes live in chronic illness because we repress it so much. We want to be a nice person. I'm a nice person. I'm a lovely person. And so we repress it. We push it down under the surface because we don't want to see it. If we push our chronic, our fears and our pains under the surface so much that they compress and they become chronic pain, and they show up as toothache, they show up as leg pain, they show up as foot pain, they show up as MS, they show up as the lung disease like I had, and they show up as chronic fatigue. When I had chronic fatigue, like 15 years ago in my 20s, when my doctor at the time told me, she gave me a prescription, and I asked her, how long will I have to take this for? And do you know what she said to me? She went, oh, forever. You're always going to have this. And I looked at her, I'm like, no. And so I walked out the door and I threw that prescription in the trash bin. I knew that was not my reality. I was like, well, you are the person, you're about to administer me something, and your belief system is that I'm going to be sick forever. You don't even know me. You just met me today. Today. And you're telling me that I'm going to be sick forever? The audacity, right? The audacity. And yet we're all, well, I'm very resistant to all that sort of stuff, but people are trained to believe in the medical system, so they think, oh, well, the doctor says so. I'll be very irresponsible not to listen. Okay, well, doctors are ultimate pessimists. They are not, okay, if you want to look up how the Rockefellers, they took over the they created the American Medical Association, and they took over the health industry back at the turn of the 1900s, around there, and they ran all the actual real healers out of town. I mean, this is serious. There is a medical mafia, and it is real. And so we have to take our health in our own hands and work with people who have actually healed it. Not from doctors like that doctor who, she didn't know me at all. The first day she met me, had chronic fatigue. She did my test and she told me I'd be sick forever. No, that's not my reality. And so I went home, and before I knew anything about healing, like 15 years ago in my 20s, and I healed myself. And this is why I'm so passionate about sharing this work with others. This is why I want you to get my healers ebook, so you can learn how to heal yourself. You can learn the 3 big mistakes that everyone is making. And this is a free thing. So just download it for free. Go to spiritualsuccessjourney.com/healers ebook. Make sure you've got that, but make sure you don't just get it. Make sure you actually read it, open it up, devour it. Use the self-talk healing scripts that I've put in there to heal yourself. Get on my email list. I send out like big, I call it the heart and soul scroll. So you know how you just scroll through Facebook or TikTok or wherever? Well, I've put loads of my content, my TikToks, my Instagrams, my posts, all the things, my teachings, my healings, on a scrollable page. So you can just scroll through my heart and soul scroll on my website, which I'll send. It's literally spiritualsuccessjourney.com. At the moment, it's heart and soul scroll 4 at the moment. But just message me, ask me for the link. I'm happy to send it to anyone. And you can scroll through loads of my healings, actual healing sessions, actual teachings, things like that. So you're using your time wisely. Because, okay, here's another point on my list. To heal yourself, you can't just read about it. Reading, scrolling, watching is not healing. It's not healing. Healing is going into the trenches, facing yourself, doing the energy work, which is a very misunderstood term, but it's something that I'm a genius in, a true genius at energy work. I know how to shift your negative emotions. And this is why my one-to-one work is the most powerful, most profound work that a person can do to help all areas of your life. And that's why when people come to me, they want to heal their physical pain, their chronic pain. They also boost their business and make money in their business. This is why when people come to me for business blocks and visibility fears, overcoming fears of judgment, in the meantime, if I find out they have like stomach spasms, like one of my clients, I heal that too. And then they've not only grown in their business, but their body's healthy. And then in the process, the relationships are better. Their children are happier. Their mothers are kinder. Their families are more connected. Because when you know how to go into the system and to heal your body like I do, the sky is no limit, truly. So make sure you get my Healers ebook. It is at spiritualsuccessjourney.com/healers ebook for those of you that just came on live. And please say hi. I would love to see you here to welcome you into my world. I'm Kai Clifford, your spiritual guide and energy alchemist. And I can tell you from my journey of going from someone that couldn't even be on camera, that would freeze like a deer in a headlights and speak like some weird robot. I don't even know how to speak, but it was terrible. It was awful. And then I would get off and I'd cry because of how bad I thought I did. And to be fair, it wasn't that good a lot of the time, but sometimes it was better than I thought. You know, to who I am today, helping thousands of people around the world. And sure, like, I've grown followings, and then I've let them sort of like sand, building a sandcastle, and then the tide comes in and it sort of goes back down, and I've let them grown followings, I've grown an email list over and over years, but that's because of my own visibility fears. That's because I've been showing up to help people as I've been healing my mental health stuff, as I've got my own fears of being seen and being attacked and all those things. But there's so many things that I've overcome. Like most of that is a distant memory. And to be able to say that and really mean it, knowing that sure, I still have some stuff, stuff we could go into, but we all have our stuff. But to me be able to sit here and talk to you like this, that was impossible. And now if you have a message to share, if you have done something in your life that you know that you want to share with other people, then I'm your girl. I'm here to help you to clear all the fears and blocks in the way, create harmonious relationships, up-level your life, learn how to be your own self-healer. But as a powerful self-healer, we also know that there's only so far we can go with our own blocks. So this is why we work with someone like me. And you may also be a healer already. You may have already done a lot of healing work, but that doesn't mean that the road is over. We can go together as sisters, and I can share my healing work with you that will absolutely create peace, harmony, joy, excitement, opportunities in every area of your life. Now, if you only want to do my free stuff, go for it. Although it does take gumption to get through the energy work on your own, to hold yourself through that pain, to sit there for the hours and hours that it can take sometimes to go through it on your own. But if you want the faster way, the more effective way, the way to, the law of brotherhood means that we're meant to collaborate in this world and not do it all alone, then come to me. Because I know for a fact that everyone that works with me, because I've seen it through experience, everyone who works with me, their relationships flourish, their body heals, their energy rises. They give themselves permission to rest when they need to if they're always pushing themselves through, Catherine says, road is never over, it's the journey. Exactly. Just see it as the journey. When you realize that it doesn't, as I said, it doesn't mean that there's just some finish line where, oh my God, it's a journey for the rest of my life. No, no, no. It's a journey for the rest of your life where you have many stops and celebrations along the way, but you will still have stuff come up to heal and clear, right? Okay, so the other thing that you want to know to be a powerful self healer is to take your desires off the pedestal. Okay, I get this better than anyone. I used to be so desperate to have everything that I wanted all of the time. But all that did was push it all away. All that did was make me blind to the good that was. I was so sure that I was in the worst place. It's a beautiful green park. Like if this is I call it my bubble room. There's no light in here, natural light in here, but my bedroom now has a big wide windows open and beautiful lush green trees from the park. Like it's in the summer, it's absolutely gorgeous. Beach right there, like a 1 minute walk, literally 60-second walk to the beach. And I couldn't see it when I first got here because I was so blinded to having to have things exactly the way I wanted it, being in a different country, having all these other things. And I was so ungrateful. I was so depressed and so spoiled in a way. What's the word? It's like I don't know, like I just wasn't able to see the good around me. And being grounded here, not able to really leave, was the best thing that ever happened to me because it taught me how to appreciate where I am, how to see the actual beauty. The beach, a 60-second walk over there, squirrel park with big lush green trees right out this window. And I couldn't see it. So my mission for you, if you so choose to accept it, is to look in your life where you're blind to the good, where you're taking it for granted. Okay, well, one thing is hot water. You have hot running water. When you hop in the shower, are you stressing? Are you thinking? Are you, oh, what are we going to do? Okay, well, first of all, that's not going to work. What you want to do is to hop in the shower and go, wow, running water, this is beautiful. Beautiful. And let yourself appreciate the world around you. And realize that even though you want the things that you want, the spiritual path isn't about just getting them instantly. And even though you're seeing everyone everywhere manifest things really quickly, well, they didn't. It actually took a lot of time to get them to be ready to have that instant manifestation. But it wasn't instant. It probably took 10 years. And then all of a sudden they did one process and like, oh, this process instantly got me the thing. It's like, well, no, you were ready to pop. Any process would have gotten you the thing when you're ready to get what you want, when you're ready to be the person, when you become the person who can have what you want. Sure, you can use a manifestation process and pop, you'll get what you want. But it might have taken you 10 years to get there. 10 years of like going through the pain, the suffering, the understanding why you act the way you act, the changing your relationships, learning how to set boundaries, learning how to be emotionally strong and calm and peaceful inside, even when the outside is a chaotic storm. And actually, that's what my healing work teaches you, is how to be so calm and strong when people could literally be yelling in your face, calling you the worst names ever, and you're not shriveling. You're not, oh my God, how could they do that? How could they do this? They're people. This is what people do sometimes. Not all people, but some people are horrible people. And you make it about yourself. Oh, because they did this and that. It's not about you. It's about them and their values. The way they treat you shows you who they are. So how could they do that? It's because that's who they are. And then, of course, you have something matching in yourself that draws that out from them. And that's where we start with the healing work, is we heal the resentment, the pain, the unforgiveness, the hurt, the mindset, and the way that you perceive the world, plus the holographic memories that are stored in your system from when you were a child that causes it to play and repeat. Okay, so let's keep going. The next thing is spiritual prayer to activate your divine forces within you. Whether you are spiritual, whether you believe in the universe, the divine, whether you're Christian, whether you're any of the things, as long as you believe there's some sort of higher power guiding you, what really matters is that you have faith. Okay, it matters that you have faith. Like, we're all not completely right. We don't actually know everything, right? Oh, like we like to think we do, but no, we don't. So we have to humble ourselves, understanding there are things we don't know. But the one thing that I do know for sure is that what matters is that you have faith in good things happening and that you call upon a greater power than yourself. Now, whether you call it the divine, infinite spirit, or God, it really doesn't matter. And so get out of other people's way and stop trying to force them. Like, oh, I can't believe that you're using the word God. Like, I don't believe in that. I can't believe that you're using the word divine. Don't you know it should be God? It's like, who cares? Relate to people on the level of the fact that It's not our power. You don't want to be using your own power. That's why you're so exhausted. That's why you're so tired. You think you're doing this on your own, but you're not. You have universal spirit teams around you. And sure, like when you pray and you decree and you affirm and you learn to call upon the divine forces within you, of infinite spirit, God, the universe, whichever terms you like, it does take a while before you see it actually in reality. But you still keep seeking, keep asking for the universal support, you keep asking for God, divine, universe, whichever terms you like, to flow through you, to awaken you to the truth of reality. And if every single day your prayer is God, divine, universe, infinite spirit, whichever term you like, show me the truth. Help me see the way. Show me the truth. And you mean it and you seek it and you ask it maybe even multiple times a day, then guess what? One day you'll start to see the truth. One day you'll start to wake up in greater levels than ever before. So this is my invite to you to start asking the divine, God, the creator, infinite spirit, whichever terms you like, for the one true living God that some people even call law of attraction. Whatever terms you think are moving the pieces for you or with you, that's what you need to call upon. Okay, I really do suggest, though, to understand that we are all connected, we are all one. So that oneness, that consciousness that is all of us, we call on that. We ask for answers. This is not your power. You're not doing it all on your own. And thinking that you're doing it all on your own is what makes us so exhausted. Giving other people energy when we're healing from ourselves, well, not only is that ultimately arrogant, it's ineffective. Because we're meant to be charging ourselves with divine universal power. And this is one thing that I teach you how to do in my sessions, as I teach you how to release your fears, your pain, your chronic pain, release your business blocks, release your relationship blocks, anything in the way of you living the life that you love, that is so, the life that you're meant to live is what I'm here to help you do. And if all you do is my free content, fine. But as I said before, you're going to take a lot of gumption to do that. Now, I've got some home study programs. Now, let me show you this. Which one is it on? Probably this one. Here it is. This is my website. Okay, so look at this. I'm at the moment for this week offering a 44% discount on any of my home study programs. A lot of these were ran live, and these have all changed people's lives. I've received messages from countless people over and over and over again from every single one of these programs telling me just how much it helped them, how it helped them in their relationships, how it helped them bring in more clients because they realized how worthy they are. Because I'm not just talking to you. I'm transforming you from the ground up. From the ground up. So we change your personality. So let's see, my Divine Chakra Cleanse here is so good. It has dozens of tappings in it. Of course, they're all recordings now. Some were live and some were recordings. Some are bonuses. Catherine says, Chakra Cleanse is amazing. Yep, Catherine's done this one. She can attest. This is absolutely amazing. This is one of my higher cost ones. You can do it on a payment plan. If you do want to get any of these for this week only, message me 44% discount. And I'll give you a 44% discount either on the payment plan or the pay and fill. Now, pay and fill, you do get a discount already, but I will give you the 44% discount on top of this. And so the Divine Chakra Cleanse has dozens of premium tappings that are better than any tapping you'll find on YouTube. I mean, obviously there's great tappings everywhere. I'm not trying to say I'm the only good person ever, but I can tell you when people do my work, something about it opens them up. It unlocks your soul. It is a gateway to your desires. But not just in this selfish, like, oh, I'm going to instantly manifest what I want. It's like, well, yeah, but that's more of a byproduct of becoming the strong, happy, confident, mentally healthy, physically healthy person that you've always wanted to be. And when you realize that that is the prize, then life becomes easier. So if this has helped you, please let me know in the comments. Please share this with a friend if you haven't already, if you want, because there are some people that they see me one day on their page and then they'll hire me and then I'll save their womb. Or they'll hire me and I'll heal their family dynamics and I'll save a marriage. Or they'll hire me and then I'll help them boost their business and then they'll start helping people in their own business, helping so many people. The ripple effect is amazing. Okay, so do not discount the power of giving a share. And if you already have, thank you very much. And if you don't want to, that's okay too. It is completely up to you when you want to. Just know that little things do matter. Every comment that you make, I appreciate it deeply because this is a social media. I love to know who's here. So say hi if you're here live. And if you haven't yet on the replay, just say hi. And make sure you go and get my Healers ebook so you can learn the 3 big mistakes everyone is making when healing themselves, because they're mighty mistakes. So learn these 3 big mistakes that everyone's making, and it's got this powerful, potent process of forgiveness, and forgiveness is great for manifesting. So in my free Healers ebook, if you go and download this now, you can instantly read it and learn a potent forgiveness process that has the missing step of forgiveness, which I just talked about earlier, right? So go to spiritualsuccessjourney.com/healers ebook, Healers ebook, to download for free. And in this, you're going to get some self-talk healing scripts. And these healing scripts are going to help you in different areas. Plus, I'm also going to be doing a 2nd edition because I've got so many more healer scripts that I've written to clients, and like even in comments on posts, I've like just healing scripts just pour out of me. There's prayers in there, healing scripts, and I'm going to be adding more on the 2nd edition. So if you download my free Healers ebook now, when I release the 2nd edition, it'll be sent to your inbox. Catherine says, I should start the 17 days then. Yes, absolutely. Do the 17 days of deep healing. Do it, do it, do it. I know you've got that. It's going to be so good. 17 days of deep healing was a massive game changer for so many people. One lady, she had to get on a call with me to tell me that she manifested $6,000 after doing my 17 days of deep healing. Now, it's going to be different for everyone, but so many people do manifest money when they do my work. They manifest clients, they manifest opportunities, TV appearances, movie appearances. Like, so many amazing things happen, but you have to be willing to look at the ugly, painful parts you don't like and learn how to love these parts of you. And that's what I'm here for. It's my genius. Like, I'm genius because I used to have PTSD. I used to have trauma triggers. I used to be so insecure. I used to hate myself, like hate myself. And to go on the journey that I have over these years and learn how to build myself up into a confident person who actually cares for herself and loves herself and respects herself, which are words that I didn't even understand the meaning of. Respect, I did not even know what it meant, literally. I didn't know what it meant. I couldn't understand it. And I had to go on the journey. And now I'm running my own business, serving people around the world, which is something that I couldn't have done before if I didn't dive into the shadow work that I'm now sharing with you. So Catherine says, that was me, or at least I did too. Yeah, exactly. And Catherine's been doing my processes for years. And I can tell you, even though, you know, we still have stuff come up, it doesn't mean that it's not working. It means that if you look back and you compare yourself to your past self and how blind you were, how stuck you were, how much in pain you were, how much you couldn't appreciate, well, you see that you've won a massive, massive prize, because the real prize is in developing yourself into the person who is so emotionally strong and is actually appreciative and can see the good and can make where you are now good. Start by making where you are now so much better without constantly needing to get other places. That's not how it works. Okay, so I feel complete. I'm so excited to see who reaches out to me for one-to-one work. I do have a case study. I have 1 spot left for people with chronic pain. Now, I work with people in all areas. Okay, I refuse to niche down. My niche is that if you want to love your life and become spiritually strong, mentally healthy, emotionally fortified, and manifest amazing things, then work with me. So in that area, in literally any area, working with me will truly change your life in ways that are hard to explain. But cool things will happen, and you'll feel amazing, and your body will be healthier, and you'll have more energy. Your mother will be nicer to you. Your partner will be kinder or stronger or whatever it is by you doing your inner work. But if you do have chronic pain and you want help with that, whether it's like curved foot pain, you find it hard to walk, something wrong with your legs and you feel like you're hobbling, or you have like stomach spasms, these are all things I've personally healed in people, or you have asthma, or you have back pain or sciatica, womb cramps, joint pain, things like that, then I can help you heal it. And because I want to get more testimonials, since a lot of my clients who have healed, they've wanted to remain private, you know, health issues they often don't want to share, I am offering, there's only 1 spot left of a 50% discount on my one-to-one private sessions in exchange for a testimonial once you get amazing results. And everyone always gets amazing results. I have not met a single client that hasn't actually gotten a big shift in their pain. Okay, now, as it's different for everyone. Like some people do take a lot longer to heal the pain, but as I said, it's not that finish line. You will get big healings all along the way where the pain goes away for longer, where the pain's easier to handle, where it's smaller, where it's like reduces by 50%, and then sure, it'll go away. Like, oh my god, it's gone away, and then it'll come back. But then we do more work, and as we redefine your relationship with your pain, we clear the pain in your body, you become stronger and better and happier, right? So I've got someone here that's trying to be a little troll. How about you calm it down, my friend? It seems like you're projecting on me out of your cringiness. You're feeling some sort of cringe within yourself, some sort of anxiety about how the world sees you. I send you many blessings, and I'm going to block you if I can. How does that work? You able to block people like that? Yes, I'm going to just block this lovely gentleman if I can. Oh, it doesn't really say block, does it? Oh, look at these people. You see, I don't really care. He's actually just helping the algorithm. So thank you so much for supporting me by helping the algorithm. And here's the thing, people like this, they have such deep insecurity that they're taking the time to project to some random stranger on the internet. Because of course he finds me cringy. I'm so much. I am a lot. You know, you need to go find less. And your words aren't hurting me. You're actually just showing how insecure you are, my friend. And how hateful you are. And when you have such hate in yourself that you need to go and do some live stream like this and try to shut me up and dim my light and put me in a little box, you can just go and F off, my friend. You can go jump away. Like, I really don't care, because the truth is, like, you're going to get haters. And do you know what the great thing about haters is? They actually boost the algorithm. So this makes it look like I've got super popular posts going on. So really, he's actually just helping me. So everyone, now I really don't want to get off, almost just to prove a point, but I really don't believe in proving things. So if you are in my world and you've been here for a while, please let me know how I can serve you. Please let me know what you love from me, what you want more of, so that I can serve you. Which areas of your life do you want to heal? Which areas of your life do you want to upgrade? Could you imagine being the sort of person that would waste the time sitting on some stranger's video to tell them to calm it down? Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. I really don't like to insult people, but it's a little bit of a loserish behavior, isn't it? Okay, so the next thing that you have to do is knowing your emotional guidance system. And thank you so much for the comments in the algorithm. So you have to know your emotional guidance system, where you notice that thoughts that tell you that you're not good enough, that you're too much or not enough, that they all feel heavy. Yeah, Harry is a sad sack. He's clearly got some emotional issues within himself to have to like project onto some random stranger on the internet, but he is helping the video. So he's just being an idiot. Okay, so your emotional guidance system is just like the GPS in a car. So if you get in a car and you want to go drive somewhere, you don't want to these days, you unfortunately don't have to get a map out and look at where you're going, do you? You simply plug in the destination and you take one drive down the road and then you turn left or right when it tells you to. Now, this is how our GPS is meant to work. Yeah, so I do too, Catherine. I'm going to say a prayer for Harry. May he find the help to stop being such a jerk. But again, like, it's just so ironic because, and this is what happened with the haters in my town that tried to shut us down and like literally come up with smear tactics and campaigns to like try to harm us and hurt us. Because I used spiritual prayer, and I knew it's just because they were like deeply insecure and deeply hurt and hateful people. I know it's got nothing to do with myself. Now, if this was 5 years ago, I would have felt like actual real feelings in my body about this. But all I feel now is just amusement, because I mean, there's a little bit of like, I obviously don't like it, but mostly it's just amusement, because this person is just boosting the algorithm, and he's really just showing himself as someone that needs to calm it down, buddy, like someone else that is cringe, because he's being pretty cringe, right? Okay, and so let's say your emotional guidance system, when something feels contraction and something feels heavy and deep in your system and goes like this, and you're thinking a thought, maybe thinking, I'm not good enough, I can't do this, you're going to feel worse and worse and worse, aren't you? Well, then what happens is you start believing it and you're like, this must be really true because it feels really bad. But guess what? It's actually the opposite. It's a big lie because it feels really bad, right? The worse it feels in your system, your emotional guidance system, like the GPS in the car, is telling you it's the wrong thought. It's taking you away from where you want to go, but you're not listening to it. It's like the GPS saying proceed to the roundabout and turn around, proceed to the roundabout and turn around. And guess what happens? If you don't listen to it, you keep driving, it's going to keep telling you to turn around. And that's what this negative feeling is. This negative feeling is telling you that you're going in the wrong direction. That, wait there, this thought saying that you're not good enough, it's a lie. And actually, that's what got me out of that I'm not good enough thing that I used to have all the time. I'd saturate in it. Catherine, you're hilarious. Harry, do you know any other words? Can I send you a dictionary? Oh. Yeah, so what was I saying? Oh, yeah. And so rather than, that's what helped me get out of the I'm not good enough thing, is when I sat there and, I was going to go online and do something, oh, but I'm not good enough. And I felt cringy and I felt so bad. I was like, wait there. I know how the emotional guidance system works. I know for a fact that this means that it's a lie. And so I pointed at the cringe feeling. I'm like, wait there, this is a lie. This is a lie. But when it didn't just go away instantly, I had to hold on to my heart. I had to be like, oh, I'm so sorry. No, I didn't say I'm so sorry. I was like, even though this feels real, it's not real. Even though this feels real, it's not real. I had to go into bed and I had to lay in bed and be like, this I'm not good enough feeling, even though it feels real, it's not real. And eventually I felt it detach as like a separate part of me. And then I was able to see, wait there, this is just a feeling and it's a part of me that just needed my love. It's a part. So when you feel this not good enough feeling and then you feel that negative feeling underneath it, guess what? Because when you do the work that I teach you, you now know that it's just a lie. Okay. And so you can intellectually disconnect from the feeling and go, wait there, it's just a lie. And you don't believe it. And then you can look for another thought. You go, well, what if it gets to be easy? I said this in my live stream yesterday. Go back and watch the live stream yesterday too, if you haven't. And feel free to spread hate over there too, Harry, because you're just helping the algorithm. You're just helping me out. Thank you, my angel. So here's the thing. When you know how to ask questions like, what if it gets to be easy? Or what if it could be easy? But you don't try to, you're literally in my head, I'm hearing nothing. I'm just going, what if it gets to be easy? And there's like this empty space. What if it gets to be easy? And it's this empty space because you be in the curiosity of the question, right? And as, thank you. I love my teeth too. So as you be in the curiosity of the question, what happens is when you're asking like, what if it gets to be easy? You start to notice, just try it with me. What if it gets to be easy? Empty head. What if it gets to be easy? And after you do it 4 or 5 times, what if it gets to be easy? You feel lighter and lighter and lighter. And this raises your vibration, right? This actually makes you feel lighter, which puts you in the state of truth. So another really important part of being a self-healer and being a powerful, strong, happy, successful person in life is to be in truth, which is why positive thinking and just denying your negative feelings does not work. Authenticity is much more powerful now, but there's a secret to this, which is that when you feel the negative, you want to allow it to be there, but rather than dwelling on it, which you still might, but you have to bring in, or you want to bring in the positivity onto it. It's like, oh, I feel so bad about myself right now. Or I feel so guilty about this, or I feel so hopeless about that, or I feel so let down about that. And then you start to soothe these parts of yourself and you use positivity on top of it. Does that make sense? So let me know if you have any questions. Let me know how I can help you. If you want my one-to-one help, I'm an absolute genius in helping every area of your life. If you have chronic pain and you want to apply to be part of my case study to get a 50% discount, I have 1 spot left. I can heal whatever chronic pain you have as long as you're willing to show up to sessions. And in the process, we'll heal your business, we'll heal your relationships, we'll call in opportunities. It just happens naturally as a byproduct of this work. It's so exciting. Okay, guys. And also my 44% discount on all of my programs right now, my home study programs. If you're on here earlier, Catherine was saying that she's done the Divine Chakra Cleanse, and it's absolutely amazing. It's dozens and dozens of my premium tappings, and my tapping is really, like, genuinely and humbly, I know I can say this, it is some of the best in the world. People do my tapping and they tell me that I've ruined tapping for everyone else because my tapping's so exciting and so dynamic and gets such big shifts. Like, you know that you got to shift. It's like going on a spiritual roller coaster and you feel, whew, like your hair is all a mess, and you maybe have cried a bucket sometimes not, but sometimes you do, and you come out the other side feeling uplifted and light and clear, and you have great ideas spark off, and maybe you need to sleep because we just did a big emotional shift, but then you wake up and you feel so much better. So 44% discount. Message me just for this next week, a 44% discount on all my home study programs. I've got the Romantic Love Journey. That's a massive library. It's going to help you whether you're single or in a relationship. It's going to help you be the type of woman who is easy to be loved. You're going to be lovable. You're going to be kind. You're going to be strong. You're going to be a great communicator. It's really great programs. Like, I'm very, very proud of. Your emotional guidance system one there that I was just talking about, that's a short program. It's a rather low cost one. And as I said, you get a pay in full discount for all of these. And there's also payment plans. And if you do want any of these, just send me the word 44% discount. And you can look through them if you want at spiritualsuccessjourney.com/programs, or I can send you the link. Just message me. Just send me that and I'll hook you up. Woo! So, seems like our lovely algorithm helping troll has left us. Thank you so much for being here live. I appreciate you, Catherine. Thank you for having my back. And to everyone here on the replay, thank you too. Okay, so I'm going to go, and I don't know what I'm going to do, but I'm going to go and I'm going to do something. Oh, why, hello, random post 6287. You got me just as I'm about to hop off. This replay is going to be a while, but I did do a really great live stream yesterday that if you go to my profile and you scroll down just a little bit, you'll see one called something about your reactions are your superpower, or living, or something like that. They make you strong. My latest live stream, definitely go watch that one because it was really good. Go to my profile, watch my videos, binge on my videos. The healings and the spiritual teachings, they are a massive asset to your life. They will uplift you, and they are so important. I know for a fact because I've been doing this for 14 years. And over these years, I've had a lot of struggles. And over my whole life, I had a lot of struggles. But systematically, I've healed my issues over and over and over again and teach others what I've learned. I'm obsessed with learning about spirituality and how the universe works, the spiritual laws, how psychology works. And this is why I'm a true genius at what I do. Also, because healing PTSD in myself, trauma triggers, a lung disease that almost killed me, healing chronic fatigue when the doctors told me I'd be sick forever, but I didn't listen to them. It's all fortified me, and this is what I can share with you in my healing work, whether it's free, home study, or one-to-one. Let me know. Thanks so much, my beautiful darlings. Okay, I'm signing off, and I will see you back here really soon. As you know, I'm Kai Clifford, your spiritual guide and energy alchemist.